Tacky, trendy, tantalizing, or just not your taste? Let's talk about it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Shakura, and I believe that when you feel good, you look good. So on this channel, I show you how to take fashion and use it as a tool to help you look and feel your best. So the other day, I was watching a fellow YouTuber do a video about some of the designer things that she thinks is tacky. And first of all, it is hilarious. Her commentary, it just cracks me up. And while I agree with probably mostly everything on her list, there were a few things that I was like, but while I agree with mostly everything on her list, it did get me to thinking. I started to think about why I felt like some things were tacky and she felt some things were tacky, and why other people love these type of things. So being who I am, I wanted to see the exact definition of tacky. Yes, I'm that girl. So according to Webster's dictionary, the definition of tacky is not having or exhibiting good taste. And what stuck out to me in that definition was good taste. But before we kind of get more into that, let's play a game. I am going to show you a few designer pieces, give you my opinion as if they are tacky, trendy, tantalizing, or just not my taste. I would love for you guys to give me your opinions, whether you agree with me or not. We're not going to agree on everything, obviously, we're different people, but I want to play this game and then try to get to this point, right? Okay, so if you are a fashion gal and keep up with the fashions, you know that Balenciaga is good for shocking, good for shock value, right? This branded cardigan is worn by many of fashion bloggers. I think it even comes, I'm sure it even comes in a blazer form. And though the first time I saw it, I wasn't immediately drawn to it, I don't think that it's horrible. Well, that's my first response. My first response was, oh, this is not horrible. I probably wouldn't buy it, but this is not horrible. So my initial thought was to put it in the trendy category, right? But then I really thought, if this cardigan didn't say Balenciaga, but then it said like Forever 21 or I don't know, some other fast fashion brand, would I think it's trendy or would I think it is tacky? And the answer is, if it said Forever 21, I would think that it was completely tacky. It was a weird, like a train of thought that I was on. Because I've seen it so much, I just think it's trendy. But is it trendy or tacky? I don't know. So because my initial thought was trendy, I'm gonna put it in the trendy category. But I don't know, guys. This one was kind of shaky for me. You let me know what you think about the Balenciaga cardigan. Maybe you don't even think it's trendy. Maybe you just love it. But that's where I'm gonna put it. The next item are these Chanel shoes that, again, a lot of influencers have. And my first thought was, okay, yeah, these are just trendy. These I don't think are forever pieces. Again, probably not my taste. I wouldn't buy them, but they're trendy, right? There's just trends come and go, and that's one of those things. Again, I thought if those CCs weren't there and instead it said like Macy's or some other like department store, or if they said H&M on them, I would think they were completely tacky. And then just thinking about it, I'm like, am I part of the problem? Am I part of this logo mania problem? Again, I wouldn't buy them, but I just thought they were trendy. I don't know. I'm going to put it again in the trendy aisle to be fair to myself, because that was my first initial thought. So the next one is super duper tricky, and you guys let me know what you think. Please, get a pen and paper and start writing it down. I need some notes. The next one is the Louis Vuitton Speedy. So this is hard because it's definitely, in my opinion, not trendy. It's been around since the 30s, the early 30s, I believe. Some people do think that it is tacky because, I believe, because it's overexposed and so many people have it. I wouldn't say it's not my taste because I do love the bag. You've heard me talk about this. I don't have one and I haven't gotten one for several reasons, but I do really love the bag. I love the top handle bag. It's tantalizing in the fact that I like it, but not that I need it. So again, this was very hard. It's not a bag that I'm gonna buy tomorrow, but I'm also not really against it. I know some people hate the monogram and hate the Speedy because everybody has it. I'm not really one of those people. So I'm gonna put it reluctantly in the tantalizing category for all the reasons I just mentioned. You guys let me know. I know some people think it's horribly tacky. You let me know. Okay, so this one is, again, these are really tricky. Okay, so the Brandon Blackwood, the sparkly Brandon Blackwood bag that I've seen a lot of people have, that is reminiscent of the Prada nylon bag with the sparkles. Okay. I am a girl who likes a little bit of, I wouldn't even say sparkle, but I do like a little bit of glamour, if you will, for lack of a better word. If this bag didn't have Prada on it or Brandon Blackwood on it, and it was sitting in Target, would I think that this was tacky? Probably. That is hard to say, but probably. I'm not a huge fan of either, really, to be honest with you. I don't think they're horrible bags, but I love a sequin bag more than I love a rhinestone bag, right? But anyway, that sequins bag could also be seen as tacky, honestly. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest. But if I saw this bag in Target, I would probably think it's tacky. But again, I'm gonna put it in the trendy because I know the trend this spring, summer is opulence, right? I'm gonna put it in the trendy pile, category, excuse me. But in a few seasons when opulence is not in and we're back to minimalism, would this be seen as tacky? So the Chanel flat, the rounded toe flat, I see this, I think classic, but I also think not really my taste. I prefer a pointier toe flat, in particular, I mean shoes period, but more so a flat if I'm going to wear that. I don't think they're trendy, they've been around forever. They're definitely not like tantalizing, like I don't have to have them, and I don't think they're tacky either. They are just not my taste, but I feel like they will be around forever, and if I saw somebody in them, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, what are you wearing, girl? Like, I just wouldn't, because that would be their style, right? So I'm gonna put these in the just not my taste category. The last one is debatable, right? All these are debatable, obviously. But the Telfar shopper tote. So these are everywhere, right? And if I'm being honest, it's not an ugly bag. It's a tote, right? It's a tote. It's not terrible. In fact, someone who was it Angela that just did a video, she got this beautiful fuchsia color, but people have their issues with it not being leather, with it being plastic. And I usually have my issue with that too, if I'm being completely honest, but it's just a tote. It's not like it's ugly. It's not aggressive. If I don't feel personally attacked when I see one, I haven't bought one just because it's not, you know, very tantalizing to me. So I'm gonna say trendy. Because I don't necessarily think that it's tacky. Now, I have seen them look tacky. When people don't take care of them and they start peeling, I mean, it's not leather, right? So it's not gonna wear that well. So I'm gonna say trendy. I would love for them to make the shopper tote in a different material. The material to me doesn't scream luxury, and it really doesn't have to, right? But it's not an ugly bag, it's a tote. It's a cute bag. So I'm gonna say trendy for now. I might change my mind. I'm gonna put it in that category. I wish it were leather. But I know people have very strong opinions about the Telfar bag. Let me know. So we went through some designer items that were either trendy, tacky, tantalizing, or not just my taste. And me being who I am, again, had to kind of roll back and see why I feel this way. The word tacky, very interestingly enough, came from the South of America, where the word used to mean, yeah, I'm a nerd guy. This is the kind of stuff I research. Tacky used to refer to a horse that was seen as useless. And then about a decade after, rich people started calling poor people tacky. And the rich people decided what was tacky. What's super interesting about this word or about this situation is that fashion comes from so many different things. Good fashion comes from different cultures. Good fashion comes out of necessity. Good fashion comes out of personal style. So it was, I don't know, the word tacky now, and I've used it, and I probably will continue to use it, not like realizing it, but just that word holds so much significance, and it, in some cases, takes away, right, from somebody's personal style, which I'm always talking about. You guys, how I dress is not going to be how you dress, and I've said this many times. My big push on this channel is to help you find what you love, right? Whether I think it's tacky or not, but I just want everyone to feel beautiful. So fashion comes out of necessity, it comes out of culture references, and it comes out of personal style. And when I think about those three things, for example, cultural, when I think of somebody like Dapper Dan, who is a African-American fashion icon, who took the logos of different designers and reimagined them to just perfection and beauty, or even somebody like Coco Chanel, out of necessity, had a big part in normalizing women wearing pants, right? So they had to go back to work, and Chanel said, you have to wear pants. Or even costume jewelry. What Chanel did for costume jewelry is phenomenal. At the time when Chanel started making costume jewelry, it was seen as tacky, and she put such a luxurious spin on it, and now Chanel jewelry is extremely expensive and highly sought after. So this whole idea of where tacky comes from, of rich folks telling poor folks what's tacky, it really should be questioned. I have called many things tacky, so I'm not just pointing a finger. I'm just trying to get people to rethink about this word as it pertains to taking away from someone's personal style, right? So as usual, I say all that to say that your style is your style, my style is my style, and while you will probably never see me wearing head-to-toe logos, I am going to try to be a little more cognizant of judging people that do. I'm not a big fan. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't love it. But who cares what I love? I'm not the one wearing it. It's their style. Anyway, you guys, I want to know what you think. I said a lot and I didn't say enough. I know some of you are still like, child, that is still tacky. And I understand that. One of the things that I've learned, and I think I've learned this from being in education, is that my experience in the world is so much different than a lot of other people's. I know that I have been blessed. I know that I have been privileged in many ways. So I try not to, with all my heart, try not to put my thoughts and the way that I live and project that onto somebody else. Somebody that's wearing head-to-toe logos, maybe they grew up poor and now they have money and this is how they show it. Or somebody that's wearing bright, crazy colors, maybe they were always seen as nothing, and these bright, crazy colors all the time are making them feel good. I just don't want to project my style onto somebody else. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think. I said a lot. I would love to know your opinion. And as always, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and I will see you in my next video.